Hey everybody, this is Jason Trafford from Total Business Solutions Tax and Accounting Services in Phoenix, Arizona. And we're getting ready to do this new video series that I think is going to be fun and informational to business owners, small business owners mostly, and entrepreneurs that are getting into the new business world, and people who are looking to leave their W-2 work or their salaried and employee world and go into self-employment world. So there's going to be a number of videos in this series, and we will have contact information so that you can email us or comment below anything that you might have questions on. Please subscribe to our channel because we're going to have more of these. And you can follow us, myself actually, on Twitter at TBS Tax, Total Business Solutions, TBS Tax. So let's get on with this. What we want to do here, this first one is going to be the top five things you should do when you start a new business. So I'm going to make this quick so that I can cut this down, and each one of these are going to be a portion of its own video down the road in the series. But first I want to start by just saying the top five. There are many of you out there that have asked questions. There are different seminars and webinars that I have done, and I have this question presented to me all the time at the office with new people walking in the door. And the biggest thing is top five. Now, I wish I got the question more than walking in with the people at the result of not doing the top five. It doesn't have to be done in this order, but these top five are very important because this is the foundation of your business. So let's get to that foundation. First and foremost, the biggest thing is entity. Entity is huge here. We're talking about LLCs and corps mainly. Like I said, we'll go over a little bit more down the road, but entity is number one. It's your structure, it's your basis, it's what you're working from. And also, the biggest thing is you yourself are an entity, but you're not a business entity. You're a personal entity, so what we want to do is we want to make sure that we separate business from personal, because that allows you to conduct business. It allows you to receive the legal interpretation of having a corporate LLC around your business, which gives you a corporate veil of protection. We'll go over that in another video series, but it's very important for you to start out with the proper entity structure. If you need help with this, you can talk to an attorney or you can talk to a tax professional. I would try to find somebody that is geared in a bit of this law and is very well versed in this, but is also very well versed in tax, because your entity structure is going to depend heavily on what we might think your tax structure is going to be, so it works for you best. Now, second is your EIN number. I know we got visual learners out there, so I'm going to be a little redundant by throwing things out on the board that I already have up there. This is your tax ID. This is basically your business's social security number. So it's your tax ID. Now we want to make sure that we have the EIN number, because it gives you a tax ID for that entity, separating everything from your personal and your social security number. So you start to see a pattern here. Your personal is its own entity. It has its own number, social security. Your business has a different entity. It has its own number, tax ID. Now, from there, these two things will allow you to get the bank. So, this top three is literally going to go in this order. The bank is super important because that's how you get money. That's how you get paid. That's how you put everything in. That's how you cash checks that clients might write you. That's how you move to the next four is ways to take payment. Taking the checks, taking a credit card, things like that. So, ways to take payment is next. Now, when you're doing all these things and you're getting the bank, you want to make sure that the bank is, unfortunately in this situation, larger banks are usually the best when it comes to this. The bigger chain banks compete with each other for different types of savings accounts and low-cost checking accounts and low maintenance fees, if any at all. A lot of them offer services that help with payroll, that help with sales tax, that help with all kinds of things to make things a little bit easier for you. Business bankers at most of these banks are usually well versed in a lot of these things, but what you have to be careful is, if you walk into a bank without an entity and an EIN number, they're going to give you kind of a DBA and attach a little number to it, and that's not going to work for you, because that's not going to separate it from your personal. So you got to do those first. Entity, EIN, walk into a bank and get that, and then come up with ways to take payment. Make payment easy. I can't stress this enough. Getting paid should be the easiest thing that you should do. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a place where I was getting ready to buy a piece of merchandise from a place, and I'm standing in line, and the lines are too long. They don't know they don't have the right equipment to remove a tag off of something, or they just, they're not taking this kind of payment, or the credit card system is down, or something like that. And I've walked out and went to a competitor and had a much more enjoyable experience. So you want to make getting paid the easiest thing your client has to do for you, because also think about it from their shoes. They've Google searched you. They've tried to find the right type of place for their needs. They've gone, and in today's information, I mean, you Google something on Google, you are going to get way more than you asked for. And you're going to get bombarded with advertisements and all the people that pay all the money to get on the first page of Google and up high and all that stuff. And it's a pain. So when they finally choose you, and they've gone through all their due diligence, and they like you, and they've approved of you, and they want it, and then they give you a type of payment, maybe a check, or maybe an American Express, or something like that you're not ready to take, you create doubt in your professionalism and what you could do for them. It sucks. It seems petty, but I'm telling you, it happens all the time. So you want that first business arrangement, business transaction to be smooth sailing and easy to do. Aggravation in getting you paid and things like that, not doing automatic checking or whatever it might be that's common in your industry. If you're not doing it, then you're suffering clients. So make that the easiest part. And then finally, record keeping. We want record keeping. Record keeping can be anything. You can hire a firm like our firm to take care of all of those things. It doesn't matter. There's so many good ones out there. You should be able to find somebody. If funds are tight and you want to do it yourself, or maybe you're just a do-it-yourselfer, you could get QuickBooks. Is really user-friendly. It's very easy to do. It's a lot of paint-by-numbers routines, so you should have no problem getting what you need through there. But also, I mean, something as simple as Excel, Microsoft Excel, or hell, carry around a general ledger full of receipts and that you wrote it down by hand. Whatever it is, keep track of your records, because you never, ever, ever, when it comes to filing taxes, and I've been doing this for 15 years, when it comes to filing taxes, clients of ours never lose their income. They never lose track of their income. They never figure, that's the thing they always have. They know every dollar they've made, because that's the exciting part. So that's the part you remember. But the part that slips through the cracks all the time is deductions. Deductions are the thing that you suffer when you don't have good record keeping. So the IRS keeps money in their pockets or takes more money from your pockets because you're not doing proper record keeping. So we want to make sure that we have that out. Record keeping. That is going to be your saving grace. Every time we're doing a tax return and a client has kept good books, we're suffering deductions every single time. We always know the income. We always know the income. I've never, in all these years of working with tax returns, I've never had an issue where we couldn't find income. The issue is we're trying to get rid of income or pretend it's not there. That's always the issue with income, but the income is always there, and you never miss that. Everybody misses their deductions every single time. So in order to keep deductions, proper record keeping. One more time before we take off. Top 5. Get a good entity. LLCs, corporations. We'll go over those in another video series, so we'll explain them a little bit more thoroughly so that you can understand. So subscribe to the channel so when those pop up, you'll actually be able to see it. So EIN, tax ID. That's what we wanted. We need it. It's your company social security number, and you can't do much without it. Get the bank. Get a bank that has good online services, that have good prices. We want check images. Those are great. I'm telling you from an accountant's perspective, check images are awesome. It saves a whole lot of time and a whole lot of information, trade back and forth, and us asking you questions to get stuff done for you, things like that. Great online services. There's a lot of these guys have accountants access, which allows the accountant to log in and download bank statements so that they can do the record keeping for you. Making your ways to take payment vast and as many different angles as you can find, many different revenue channels as you can to make that payment very easy, whether it's PayPal, all major credit cards, ACH, automatic withdrawals from checking, whatever it might be, make it easy to do if you can. Record keeping. Can't say enough about it. Those who don't do record keeping give the IRS a lot more money, and that's just a fact. So, with all of these things, that's your top 5. If you're setting up a new business, congratulations. You're out there with a bunch of animals. And so be careful, good luck, and I look forward to talking to you guys with the next video. So, have a great day. Total Business Solutions is the name of my company. My name is Jason again, Jason Trafford, and I look forward to doing some more of these later down the road. Thank you.